A group of professional sports leagues brought a special guest to Trenton on Thursday in the midst of an increasingly tense debate over how legal sports betting will unfold in New Jersey. Former Mets and Yankees star pitcher Leiter, a New Jersey native, joined representatives from Major League Baseball, the National Basketball Association, and the Professional Golfers Association to lobby lawmakers at the Statehouse for the leagues to have a say, and a cut of the revenue, once sports betting begins here, NJ Advance Media learned. The NBA and MLB were among the handful of pro and college sports leagues that spent 7 years suing New Jersey to stop the state from legalizing sports wagering at its casinos and racetracks, but the U.S. Supreme Court sided with the state last week, overturning a 1992 federal ban on such betting and allowing states across the country to begin legalizing, and collecting tax revenue, from the practice. New Jersey lawmakers are rushing to pass legislation by June 7 to tax and regulate the wagering. The leagues are now asking for 1% or less of the total amount wagered in each state. They say the money would help them pay for increased monitoring to protect against game fixing and cheating, and that they deserve compensation for providing the games on which the bets are placed. But in New Jersey, the leagues have run into fierce opposition from State Senate President Stephen Sweeney and other lawmakers, who have chastised them for seeking the money after fighting the state in court for so long. On Wednesday, Sweeney, New Jersey's top lawmaker, called the league's push for a so-called integrity fee an attempt to extort money from the state. Sweeney urges states to refuse giving extortion money to leagues. Leiter, a two-time All-Star who grew up in Toms River and resides with his family in Summit, made the trip to Trenton a day later. The visit was unannounced to the press, and Leiter was not available for comment, but the left-hander, who retired from playing in 2005 and is now a broadcaster for MLB Network, made a similar trip last month to lobby lawmakers in Connecticut. Leiter, 52, told reporters then there's got to be some regulation and some people watching to make sure that everything is done properly and maintain the integrity of the respective sport. Every player knows the severity that if you bet on your sport, it is a death penalty, Leiter added. According to a report by the Hartford Courant, you know the story about Pete Rose, certainly the Black Sox and shoeless Joe Jackson. Leiter was considered a possible Republican contender for the U.S. Senate in New Jersey in 2013. Sweeney, D. Gloucester, said he did not meet with Leiter or the leagues. Nor did State Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin, D. Middlesex, New Jersey's second-highest-ranking lawmaker. Instead, Leiter and the leagues met with sponsors of the sports betting legislation still being ironed out. Regardless, Sweeney told NJ Advance Media on Thursday, he's not backing down from his stance that New Jersey won't give the leagues a cent. I think I made my position real clear, he said in a phone interview. I can't be any more firm where I'm at, they really have a lot of nerve, Sweeney added. They're not changing my position. They sued us, they lost, and now they want a piece of the action. It's ridiculous. Sweeney is also exploring whether the state can sue the leagues for legal fees and back tax revenue. Assemblyman Ralph Caputo, a sponsor of the legislation, said he wasn't moved after meeting with the leagues. I always listen. I have an open mind, Caputo, DS6, said. But this time, I agree with Senator Sweeney 1000%. I don't think leagues are entitled to any integrity fee. Caputo said he's also not convinced the leagues should have a say in how sports betting is regulated here. The leagues want to form a coalition with sports betting operators and states to make sure proper data is shared and consumer protections are in place, such as age limits and rules about teams. We continue to engage with legislators to discuss a partnership with New Jersey that contains strong protections that safeguard our sport and will help ensure the success of sports betting in New Jersey. Major League Baseball said in a statement Thursday, the National Football League, the National Hockey League, and the NCAA, the other leagues that sued New Jersey, were not on hand Thursday. It's no surprise that Sweeney wouldn't be swayed by Leiter. The Senate president is a Cincinnati Reds fan, and Mets fans remember how Leiter pitched a 2-hit shutout against the Reds to win a one-game playoff to reach the postseason in 1999. Leiter's 2-hit shutout in tiebreaker game Brent Johnson may be reached at bjohnson@theadvancemedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at johnsvia1. Find NJ.com Politics on Facebook.